have not been in school, we have a lot of youth programs, like I mentioned, NEDI. Let them try to be doing something and engage in something meaningful. And nothing comes easy. Let us not be rushing too much, because like you said, I'm one of the leading women, but I started from somewhere. I just didn't jump up and become a director. I was even working under certain people. I mentioned Mrs. Safiatou Singate, and then one time was the director of the Women's Bureau when I was working under her. And we must be humble enough to work with people who are above us, and we, inshallah, let us be honest, and let us not be too greedy. And then we, even the dress code. Young girls of today, sometimes the way they dress is appalling. We have to put all those things into consideration, and inshallah, with the help of God, we will forge ahead.
Yeah, Jankenja is an upcoming Norwegian Gambian fashion designer who recently donated $5,000 to the Gambia Federation of the Disabled. Fatou Jane Mbai has more in this interview.
Jankenja is a 19-year-old, soon 20, born in Norway, raised in Norway, with parents from Gambia. Even though being born and raised in Norway, it's been very important for her parents to remind her where she has roots from and where her homeland is. So I will say Janke is a girl who's African and European, and who's very, very, very eager to learn a lot about Gambia and about everything.
Janke, would you mind to tell us why the name Jarga Designs?
Jarga Design is from my great-great-great-grandfathers. It's a name that's always been in the family, and for me to start something that I really want to expand and take it far, 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 I really want to know, to show people, somebody who has knowledge of the history of Jarga Designs. Well, as soon as they see Jarga Designs, oh my God, that's the Jarga family. That's what I want to do, and it's a family name, so it's really important to me and my parents too.
In life, in whatever you do, there are challenges. There are bound to be challenges. As an upcoming fashion designer, what are some of the challenges that you're confronted with? And also, as a Norwegian Gambian, how is it like to be raised into countries, I'll say cultures?
I would say as a designer in general, you will always have difficulties if you are not the tailor. For me, I design, I draw, I do sketches, I buy in the material, and then I go to my tailor. I'm based in Norway, so there I have my tailor, but coming to Gambia, I'll have to search for tailors. And it's really important for the designer and the tailor to meet eye to eye, so that whatever you have visions and have put on paper, the tailor will be able to meet you halfway and communicate. But that's actually very difficult. It's not easy to find a tailor that you will meet eye to eye with and understand your thinking. So I would say that that's difficult. And being raised in Norway with African parents, I would say it's a plus, because I have two cultures. I have two traditions with me. We celebrate Christmas, and we do Werkod and Tobaski. We do everything. So I would definitely say that it's a big plus.
Okay, and also, what is your future plans, in case if you have any, and where do you want to take Jarga Designs to?
I made my whole plan. Right now, time is just governed, and God is the only one who really knows, but I can always tell you what I have planned. Right now, I'm going to go to fashion school in August, one of the best schools in Norway, and study fashion management. After that, I'm going to study business management, international business management, and my goal will be to open a Jarga Design store in Norway. And then I will open my own store and sell Jarga Designs clothes. From there, I would obviously like to develop it and do it in the Scandinavia and take it back to Africa. Maybe we'll see a Jarga Design store here in Gambia.
Yes, sure, inshallah, by the grace of God. And also, as a young Norwegian Gambian national residing in Norway, how can you help contribute to the socio-economic development of the Gambia?
It's a lot to do, and I feel like coming from Norway, as I told you, having two cultures is a plus. You learn a lot there, and you come and you educate each other instead of just educating one another. Yeah, definitely. I think that that's a huge plus. I have a lot to contribute with.
In our second segment, we'll look at women and their reproductive health. Sexually transmitted diseases affect women and girls. We'll now look at what and how we can prevent STDs. As the saying goes, a healthy woman can be the cornerstone of a long-term development of a family. Stay tuned.
Yeah, STD, it means sexually transmitted disease, or we call it a STI, which is sexually transmitted infection. And this kind of infection is about 95%, 97%, it will transfer through the sexual contact, and it could be transferred from man to women, for women to man. And unfortunately, there are some STIs or STDs, they also can be transferred to the unborn baby.
Okay.
When the mother suffering from kind of the sexually transmitted disease, and when she gets pregnant, and there are some bacteria and some germs and fungal, they can pass through the placenta, pass through the blood circulation into the unborn baby. So.
What are some of the sexually transmitted infections?
Well, the sexually transmitted infection, they're caused by different type of germs, by different kind of infection. The commonest infection is, we call it as a fungal infection. Is that the commonest one? What do you call it in Wolof fungal infection?
I'm not Wolof, I'm Sarahole.
What do you call it in Sarahole? No, the thrush, because the thrush has got there's the word in Mandinka, there's a word in Wolof.
In Mandinka, yes.
So that's
in Wolof, I don't know how they call it sochet.
Sochet, exactly. That is the one that is commonest.
Okay.
So then it's the commonest. And this is, as I said, it could be transferred from one to the others during the sexual contact.
So what normally causes that? Why do people have these infections?
You know, bacteria or the germs, they are available everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay. And then when they are, especially in the genital areas, and then when they are there, and then two people contact, and then when become inflamed, they increase in numbers. And when they increase in numbers, particularly by women, they start having kind of symptoms. This shows by women. Women come to the clinic and she said, well, I have got the stomach pain, and particularly they showed in lower part of the stomach, which is towards the genital. Okay. And they said, oh, I'm having kind of something coming through my vagina, something of the whitish, and then which we call it discharge. Discharge is the symptoms of number of the germs inside the vagina, which they can increase and create a discharge. And that is discharge, and those germs, they can move into the womb and then go inside the womb and eventually spread even inside the stomach. Okay. And how many times you come across women for many years, they cannot get pregnant. And one of the causes of the infertility, not getting pregnant, is when they have got like a chronic disease. It means frequent same disease. So infection remains not only in one place, the infection can go up, and when they reach the fallopian tube, where the pregnancy takes place, when they get blocked. When it's blocked, so the woman doesn't have a chance to get pregnant. It's one of the, and when woman is having kind of this thrush, this is the mildest we're talking about. There are some other more dangerous sexually transmitted disease like gonorrhea, like syphilis, even HIV. They're all sexually transmitted disease. By 98% they could be transferred. Now if the woman has got a thrush, have got a kind of sexually transmitted disease, and then she's pregnant. If she's pregnant, in like the first 3 months of pregnancy, they are lucky to get pregnant, but they are unlikely to lose the pregnancy. Because this infection, these germs go inside the womb, actually they create and then kill those healthy tissues of pregnancy. Okay. And how many times you hear that when just pregnant and then just kind of in the Gambia they call it abortion. Okay. But this is, we call it miscarriage. So they lose the pregnancy. As you can see, this kind of infection has got so much of bad risk